Kodak Courage.
What's that?
It's Friday, about noon. Just wrapped up. Usually only work half-day Fridays because I only get one day off. And usually try to wrap up admin on Friday nights. Obviously enjoy the rest of my week. But this is where it goes down most of the time during the week. North County Fitness and Performance. It's a pretty solid spot. You guys will see it in a couple videos, but come check it out if you guys want to get some good one-on-one training or even get some solid classes in. Money, okay. Shout out my client and friend, Michaela Norte Paleo. But she got me some cookies, but my tripod is also magnetic, so it's also gonna double as a camera stand. Thank you. Okay, Jesus, still learning how to use this thing every day. But we're going to the zoo.
To the zoo!
And we're gonna do it in 4K this time.
Yes.
Cheers, mate. Big stretch.
Wow.
So, if you happen to be one of the subscribers or any of these viewers right here, I hate to be a traditional YouTuber, but drop a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to talk about in my next video, because realistically, I have a shit ton to talk about. But it all sounds great in my brain hole, and then once I start making the video, I am like, do people actually want to hear this stuff? So I've had a couple comments on Instagram, and like I know people like, hey, make a video on nutrition, or hey, make a video on motivation, or make a video on quick, easy nutrition hacks, things like that. So let me know, A, what you would like to see, and B, I'll try to abide by that. And mostly, C, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So keep tuning in, because there's gonna be some good there's going to be some good smart stuff in the future, but I am totally messing around these first couple videos, so sorry if you sat through a couple snoozers. That's more or less trial and error, and now with the more engagement, I definitely want to start being a little more direct. So drop a comment, like, subscribe. Come on, Kyle, one more. One more. Yeah, solid. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie, I hate technology, but I'm trying to be freaking consistent doing shit I don't like doing. Which the last couple of years I've been doing a lot of other stuff as well, but the last little bit is stupid technology. So enjoy me struggling. We'll watch Kyle do muscle ups in the background. You guys had a very short reconstruction, so focusing on the eccentrics with the man a lot harder, a lot more shakiness, a lot more deep action, scapula, to stabilize my shoulder. again for. Like even the baby one, the kettlebell does slide. Fucking slide all the way off, but it'll at least be off track enough to make me not fight. Got stability or shoulder health. Yeah, especially coming off here. Alright, I guess this is what we do on YouTube. Just talk. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Fucking exhausted. Got a lot of life shit going on. It's probably my like 13th day working in a row, which I really don't care. Normally I have Saturdays off. We just had an event last Saturday. But these are the days that you gotta push the hardest, man. I know everyone's tired, everyone's got shit going on, everyone wakes up early, nobody gets enough sleep, nobody eats right. Everyone's got kids, everyone's got dogs, everyone's got stuff. But at the end of the day, work smarter, not harder, things get easier. That includes in the gym. So what I'm doing, I'll show you guys. Got my little band set up here, push days. Make sure you pair in a little bit of tricep training anytime training upper body, specifically the push pattern. The long head of the triceps does attach to the shoulder, so I am going to put my shoulder in some awkward compromising positions, so that way my triceps really have to isolate and work out of those ranges, and hopefully there's no cheating pain coming from my shoulders. So take a look. Work the first couple seconds, slow eccentric, isolate the lower arm. Once you can't go anymore, then cheat to throw that boy up. I'm mostly worried about the eccentric part. Yeah, a little aggressive to get up, but that's okay. Slow negative. Go over. Get that boy up. Okay, just wrapped up and I'm driving home. Dude, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. No, I'm fuck. But I am tired, bro. Now, I've been always talking about managing the gas tank and controlling what you can control. And part of that, obviously working hard, is also about working smart, right? You don't want to run yourself into the ground like I usually end up doing every single week. It's just worse a little bit now just because holidays is rough for everybody. And then we had an event last week too, so worked like 12 or 13 days in a row. I'm gonna try to enjoy the rest of my time off with the wifey. She's been such a blessing helping out with all the video editing and YouTube stuff, and I'm probably bugging the crap out of her. So I'm gonna try to make it up to her by taking her out on a nice little date. It's December 20th though, on a Friday. So if you guys know, it's a shit show everywhere right now, trying to shop, trying to get anything done. So part of me just wants to go home and do nothing because I haven't done that in 2 weeks. But then also part of me, okay, instead of just saying I was sad, let me probably give a little more context since this is YouTube and this is what we can do now. Yeah, it's been a rough last couple years. If you guys haven't heard this story before, I've been working in gyms for 10 years. I've been a coach for 8 of those years. Particularly the last 2-ish years have been very rough. Not even gonna lie, dude. I had my shoulder reconstruction on November 30th. About a week before that, I got in contact with my father for like pretty much the first time as an adult, and then ended up passing away in December, like 2 weeks after my surgery. I was able to meet him. You know, I obviously, clearly wish I had a little bit more time, but I, blessing in disguise, Jesus, sorry, this lady almost T-boned me. Blessing in disguise, was able to meet a couple half-sisters. That was already a lot of energy that was taken from my, you know, just taken right around 2 years ago. And then literally right after that was December, January, right around like February, March, my grandmother got very sick throughout the year. She ended up passing away last year. And yeah, it's just been quite a lot. I've got other close family members off their rockers, and I'm just a man trying to be a good husband, be a good man, be a good coach, leader, and mentor. And I know we all have shit going on, and I know Kaylee says this, you know, if you all put your problems in a pile, everybody would take theirs back, which is true in a sense. You got to show a little bit of empathy, sympathy for a lot of other people. But you also got to recognize when you guys need to emotionally manage your gas tank. That's what I mean, along with physically managing the gas tank. You know, a lot of times people think that to be successful, they need to go to the gym 6-7 days a week, which, yeah, like that will help create and omit a lot of consistent patterns that would draw success to you. But also at the same time, if you're a person that's never gone to the gym ever, it's also success 2-3 days a week as long as it's consistent. So it's all perspective and matters that you kind of need to take yourself out of the shit to see the shit that you are in and what you can handle, what you can add to your plate, what you can take away from your plate. I call it the Venn diagram of life. You know, Venn diagram is little circles, and you want to stay in the middle of those circles. Easier said than done. Work-life balance, if you got kids, if you got injuries, if you got dogs, if you got businesses you're trying to open. It's a freaking balancing act, dude. But that's what life is all about, finding that balance. And a lot of times we're a little too extreme in one side or the other. So that is my challenge to anybody that's watching these videos, is try to be self-aware enough to know that you can't handle everything, and write down, if you haven't, like what truly, like write down what is a stressor for you, and could you live the rest of your life with it or without it. And I know it might be frustrating and uncomfortable. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member that is weighing you down and not allowing you to reach your potential, whether they're implanting fear or doubt, or they're just not super supportive. We are here for a good time, not a long time. You know, people are living 70, 80 years now, which if you really think about it, that's not that long. Like, you start to kind of break down about mid-20s, maybe 30s, if you're lucky, maybe 40s. So we have like a finite amount of time to use this vessel physically. So you might as well tidy up the storage up here in the noodle. That way our CNS isn't all over the place, and we can compartmentalize thoughts, and we can truly be and do what we know we should be and do for ourselves and for the people that we love. Because it's hard to continue to give to others if you are just drained and depleted. So be self-aware with yourself. Find what's on your plate, What can we add? What can we take away? What doesn't serve you?
Sparkles in my head. Don't call me a sparkle head. Bees in my head. Don't call me a
Hey, drop some knowledge on us today. What'd you learn today?
Ooh. Okay, ready for this? Fructose, only by itself, not in nature, okay? Highly processed fructose goes in and is metabolized to uric acid. Then it goes in the mitochondria. It's damaged. It damages mitochondria. It creates excess of reactive oxygen species. Damages mitochondria, right? Then it makes the mitochondria less susceptible to processing glucose properly. So then it makes the glucose go down a different pathway and get stored as fat. And guess where that fat gets stored? In your liver, causing fatty liver disease, okay? So don't eat highly processed fructose. Normally, in nature, that is going to be paired in like a fruit or something, which is going to have fiber and other constituents, such as like a protein, a fat. You want to have it with a little buddy. You don't want a naked carb, okay? You don't want a naked carb. And yeah, isn't it crazy? That's your facts before I get my Starbucks. Meow.
What she said.
Yeah. Learned that one yesterday. Hi, how are you?
Guess where we are.
Sorry, I've got a gift card. Awesome. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Cheers, mate. Actually, just got a pretty clean shot just now. Sir, how'd you get in there? Just a little chill day at the zoo.
Chill day. We're at the zoo.
One day.
One day what?
I was gonna say, one day we'll show our kids this.
I know, it's your mom and dad.
Hello.
Me talking to myself.
There's Stevie's grandma over there. What are you? All right, Steve, what are you doing here?
I'm eating my clean tire.
It was That's a freaking tiger. It's still a panda.
That's real. This looks like Rami.
How you doing so far, babe?
I love it. Jaguar was sleeping. Beautiful, right in front of the glass. It was perfect. We got there before anybody else. Yes. It was amazing.
If you're a Rick and Morty fan. Jaguar!
Hey, son. You good, buddy?
Our conservation scientists use trail cameras to document the presence of
Big stretch.
Wow.
He literally was just on his back. Damn it, missed it.